Hello, everyone. I'm DJ Skimmets from TwinTierSports.com, and I'm with Kasey Harter. Thanks for being with me.
Thank you for having me.
So, you're a two-sport athlete,
Yes, golf and basketball.
golf and basketball. So, those are two different sports. Golf is kind of a single sport. You're just out there against the course, and basketball is a team sport. Do you prefer one over the other, or do you like them both the same?
I prefer golf over basketball, but I do enjoy both.
Okay. So, let's talk a little bit about the golf. At what age did you start swinging the club?
Around age 5.
Age 5. Okay. So, did you know then that it was going to be something you were going to stick with?
Um, well, I enjoyed playing it, but I didn't think I'd stick with it for that long because it was like boring to me at first, but I grew to love it.
I know how you feel. I was not a golfer years ago, and then somebody told me, "Hey, you should play golf." And I said, "Oh my gosh, chase that silly little white ball around." But it is a very challenging sport. People don't understand the mental that goes into it. How do you prepare for a match?
I just think about what I need to do well, and if things start going wrong, I just regroup and just play. And if it happens, then it happens. But golf is very unpredictable. The weather's always changing. Holes, the greens are different, slopes and like paces and fast and slow. So you just gotta change with the every hole you're on.
Yeah, that's what they say. It's you have to be very forgiving. You have to kind of put the last shot out of your mind and
Yeah.
just go to the next one. So
Yeah.
I understand that. Tell me some of the courses that you've been playing on and that you've had the opportunity to play.
I've played at Pinehurst in North Carolina, which was amazing. Copperhead in Innisbrook in Florida. UNC Findlay, which was my dream school, but I've played Mark Twain, which is a Donald Ross course, which is very challenging. I've played at a lot of courses.
Do certain courses suit your style of play? Are you a drawer? Do you fade it? Do you have some different shots in your golf bag?
I have a few shots in my golf bag, yes. I draw the ball, I fade it. I just, I have a lot of different things in the bag.
Do you prefer one type of ball over the other?
I use Titleist Pro V1. I
A little
prefer
plug
that.
there, huh, for
Yes,
Titleist?
yes,
So you've played golf, you've played some basketball. You're going to school to play some golf.
yes.
What school would that be?
Gannon University.
And what division are they in?
They're Division 2.
Okay. So you're going to travel to play some more courses.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Let's talk a moment about your parents. How have they helped you, inspired you, guided you?
They've been there from the start. Every tournament they've been there. My dad's my personal caddy and my mom's my personal photographer. Um, they've been really supportive in everything I do. They're always there. They're just great.
Well, that's good. You've got to have a good support system, especially in golf. Like we said, I mean, there's a lot of ups and downs in golf. One shot to the next. It's a tough sport, and I can sympathize because I've played it and I'm not that good at it. Your best round ever,
77.
77,
Yes.
and where was that?
That was at SUNY Delhi.
So, tell us a little bit about some of the accolades. You've gone to states for golf,
Yes. Yes, I have at SUNY Delhi, which was my best round ever, yeah.
and the best placement you had in the states.
Um, 16th, so top 20, all state.
That's good. Let's talk a little bit about basketball. What position do you play?
I'm a point guard and a two guard.
Okay. And you've been playing that, you said, just as long as golf. Um, Obviously, basketball is physically taxing because you got to run up and down the court. But people don't understand golf is also physically taxing. So doing those two sports, does that help you?
Oh, yes, it helps a lot. Basketball training, we're doing a lot of legs and abs, which help a lot for golf because you're using your abs definitely to swing. And for shooting, we do some curls, and those definitely help get the yardage on the ball for golf.
So when you get on the course, and you're on the first tee. Do you have some nerves?
Yeah, I have some pregame nerves.
Hmm. As you go through the course, are you thinking about your score or just thinking about each hole?
I think about the next shot. I don't worry about the next hole or what my score is at. I just think about the next shot.
That's great. So, um, a day of the match or the day of a basketball game, how do you handle school and knowing that you've got to be on the course or on the court?
It's hard to focus in school, but I manage to. I just try not to think about the game. I do my schoolwork, I get stuff done, and then after school, then I start to mentally prepare. But I do start to prepare in the morning for the game or match, but after school is when it starts to really wind down for my mentality.
I've asked this of a couple student athletes. Do your teachers notice a difference in your attention span on a day of a game or a match?
Yeah, they see me dozing off, thinking to my like just thinking looking out the window, but other than that, no.
That's normal. As you go through and your career, what was some of the high points besides going to states? Did you have some other high points?
Yeah, I when I was little, did drive, chip, and putt for the Golf Channel, and I made it to regionals, which was in Toronto, and my parents went, and my sister went, and it was a great time. I went to Pinehurst for the U.S. Kids World Championship, which was an amazing experience. You know, Pinehurst is very famous for golf, so those were very high moments for me.
You seem to have a certain calm about you. I would imagine that plays well out on the golf course.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I notice that when things come apart, good golfers can just you can't see it in their face. Is that how you are? Can your parents tell if things are going bad or good or?
Yeah, well, yeah, my parents can tell, but I think I have a nice poker face, and just, you know, I just have a very straight face, take it seriously, but when things start going rough, I just gotta think to the next shot.
So, as you're playing a round of golf, do you try to make some friends? Do you try to talk with the people? I know when guys are playing golf, it's kind of straight faced. Is it a little different for you guys?
Yeah, the girls have a lot more fun than the guys. We talk a lot from hole to hole. Good shot, nice shot. We learn a lot about each other. It's 18 holes, 4 hours to 5 hours every day. You can't just not talk. You learn a lot, and you make a lot of great friendships through golf. I just saw one of my good friends from Rochester today when we were playing basketball. She's going to UNC Greensboro to play golf, and it was so great to see her and just catch up and know that we play in states together. We just have a great time on the course, and it's golf is a lifetime sport, and you make lifetime friends, and it's
So
really
you
great.
stay in touch with some of them?
Oh yeah, all the time, all the time.
You mentioned your dad is your caddy.
Yes.
How does that go? Being father daughter, does it go smoothly? Does it go how's that go?
Pretty smoothly. I have some bad holes, and he can definitely tell. I might tell him, back off a little or just give me some space. But I might want to, club him sometimes. But other than that, he's very supportive. Just uh, think about the next shot. Don't worry about the last one. Just make the next shot better than the last.
Do they play the same role as like a professional caddy, or are they just there for, do you club yourself and judge the distance yourself, or does he help you with different shots and things?
Oh no, he helps me with everything. He knows the distances for my clubs, and I do as well because they're my clubs, and I don't always have him with me. But it's always nice to have extra help and extra eyes on the course when you're on there because I might forget that there's a bunker right in front of me, or there's 150 yards added on to 17 yards to the flag. So might have forgotten that. So it's always nice to have him on the course with me, and just an extra support system too when things start going rough, keep my head high.
Let's talk a little bit about nutrition because you said it's 4 or 5 hours, and I know that. And walking in the course, and sometimes it's 90 degrees or 100 degrees out. Um, Talk a little bit about nutrition. Do you take care of yourself that way?
Oh yeah, I always have 2 to 3 water bottles in my bag. It gets heavy, but and I always have snacks. My parents walk with me, so they always have extra water bottles or extra food. I try to eat every other hole. Usually I start to go down on like start slowing down like on my seventh hole, so I know to eat more during my seventh hole and like all through the round because once you start going down on your blood sugar, things start falling apart, and you just gotta stay full and hydrated to do your best.
Away from sports, what do you like to do? Do you like to listen to music, go to movies, hang out? What do you like to do when you're not on the course or the court?
I like to sleep. I like my bed a lot. It drains you from school, from school to basketball practice or golf practice, and then homework. I like to hang out with some friends. On the weekends, it's always nice. I like to hang out with my family and my sister when she's home from college. I have a few pets, so we play out in the yard. So I like to do a lot when.
Sleep. Okay,
Yeah,
sleep. That's the first time I've heard that.
Yeah.
Usually teenagers want to go to the mall or go, go watch movies or this, that, or the other thing. But I can understand, like you said, playing basketball, playing two sports, basketball, golf, school, mixing it all in. It is tiring, and sometimes you just want to chill out or relax or catch some Z's.
Yeah.
So I've got to ask, golf, who do you admire?
Golf. Phil Mickelson. Phil Mickelson, definitely.
And in basketball?
Basketball. That's a tough one. I guess I'd have to go with LeBron James.
Hmm. Two good choices. Two good choices. Um, some advice now for some younger kids. What would be a piece of advice that maybe somebody told you or that you could give to somebody that's maybe just starting out in golf or sports or anything like that? What would that be?
Always ask for help. I always ask for help, and you go to other experienced players and see what they're doing, and then you try and match that with them. I mean, you're learning, but it doesn't hurt to ask. Also, just don't give up. Golf is a mental game, and it can get rough, but just keep pushing forward and don't give up.
So do you have dreams of being on the LPGA?
I did when I was little, but not anymore.
Just going to do that in school and
Yeah.
so let's talk a little bit about school. What are you going to be taking?
I want to focus on occupational therapy.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Um, when you say goodbye to Horseheads and all your friends, are you going to come back and see us from time to time?
Oh, definitely, definitely. On all my breaks, I will come back home.
Okay. We'd love to talk to you again, see how things are going and how things are progressing. I want to thank you for spending a few moments of your time with me.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Best of luck in the future.
Thank you very much.